someone, anyone, can somebody please incarcerate Gianni bricklaying, fruit selling Infantino? This man has to stop. Greed! Greed! Wall Street's Michael Douglas, Charlie Sheen, Oliver Stone. Go watch the film. There's a scene in Wall Street by one Michael Douglas. There's a line that he says in that film called "Greed is good." That's what he says. He says, "Greed is good." And what we have to realize is our beautiful sport, the sport that we love, what has given me a living, so sports that I have been in love with since I was 6 years old. Since I was 6 years old. A sport that I have been obsessed with. I've won every management scheme. I was a crazy psycho kid who was talking to people like 4 times my age about football tactics, football formations, and football things. Guys thought I was freaking crazy. People thought I need to be freaking baby. I'd admit it. Freaking crazy kid. Sport has been ruined by greed. Ruined by greed! Because the Board Members Association, we've got many members. We've got your boy Bezos, we've got Robin, we've got Max Strong. Statham is sort of in and out because he's got a bit of hair here and everything. Infantino needs to, I'm gonna call a conference of the Board Association because I think we need to expel Infantino. We need to expel Infantino from the Board Members Association because he is giving the Bald Brethren a bad name. It's giving the Bald Brethren a bad name. Because as much as I have an eternal war, an eternal beef against one Pep Guardiola, this Gianni Infantino, he is rapidly rising upon my number one bald opponent, my number one bald adversary. And as bald people, we're supposed to be brothers. See, the bald people are supposed to stand together as one. But no. FIFA are seriously considering making the 2030 World Cup a 64-team tournament. This is to celebrate 100 years since the first World Cup. Okay, here's the thing. So as you want to know, the World Cup, the first World Cup, I believe, was in 1930. I'm not sure who, I think it was, but Uruguay won the first World Cup back in 1930 again, so this is what it is. Shout out to Uruguay, who were the first winners of the World Cup. So I think it's great that to commemorate it. And here's my thing. The World Cup should be hosted by the team who first hosted the World Cup. Now, hold on, let me actually just check something real quick. Let me just see something. So who hosted the first World Cup? Oh! It was Uruguay who hosted it. Okay, so Uruguay hosted the World Cup and won the World Cup. Okay. You know what I always say about this is what I always say. People call it hash and everything. If the only World Cup you've won is on home soil, that's where, as much as I rep these guys, even though they're poison Ronaldo, they had to double back and say what's up in 2018. So, England, Uruguay, I'm looking at it a bit sketchy. No, Uruguay have won it twice. I think Uruguay have won it twice. Wait, I think Uruguay have won it twice. Wait, how many? Because they beat Brazil in the final. How many times have Uruguay won the World Cup? Yes. Yes, they won it in 1950 and they beat Brazil on home soil. I think Brazil hosted it in 1950 and they beat Brazil in the Maracanã Stadium in 1950 in that final. Hence why it was such a huge effect for Brazil. Yes. So Uruguay are good. Uruguay are good. They've won it twice. England, I'm looking at you. England have only won the World Cup once. It was on home soil. It was after the Second World War, and they faced West Germany. I'm sorry, guys, connect the freaking dots. Connect the freaking dots. I'm sorry. If the only World Cup you've won is once, and you only won it on home soil, I'm sorry, it's sketch. So England better do something in Trump country next year. for me to call them legitimate World Cup winners. I cannot call you a legitimate World Cup winner if the only World Cup you've won is on a home soil. There is a bias tax there. 100% it is. So, yeah. So yes, bro, guys, you know, guys, this is all the World Cup, baby. I'm a World Cup merchant. I had a little World Cup keychain that some losers stole from me. It is what it is. They stole my wallet as well, stole my bank card, and they bought some freaking Coca bars with my bank card. Pricks, losers. It is what it is. I got robbed. It is what it is. It's happened. It's called life. Life! People have to eat. You have to commemorate 100 years of the World Cup. You have to commemorate it. It is. You have to do that. Let's Uruguay host the World Cup. FIFA should provide all the funding and infrastructure for Uruguay to be the sole, to be the sole host of that World Cup to commemorate it's been 100 years. So you're coming back full circle. Because FIFA, I know you guys, because I know this all about money, and I know you've got that cash. Infantino, you have that cash. Please tell me why we need 64 teams. Now here's the thing. Shout out to my girl, Miss Walder, Miss Walder, baby, your boy done good, baby, Miss Walder, your boy done good. So shout out to Miss Smallwood. Mathematically, 64 teams actually works better than 48 because if you have 64 teams, then we don't have that third place, best place loser crap. You can now do top to top to then now go into a round of 32, boom, 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 boom. But this is a competition. And I'll keep it a stack with you. I'm not a fan of 48 teams. Yeah, I get it. Crack your jokes. 64 teams, 128 teams, 256 teams. Nigeria will find a way not to qualify. I know. I get it. I know. I don't want 48 teams. The World Cup is a competition. Let me say it again for the kids at the back. The World Cup is a competition. We love to celebrate. We love to look at the amazing women from Cape Verde, from Colombia, and so forth. 100%. That's all well and good. And from Mexico as well. Shout out to my Mexicano Chico. Hola, chicas. But it's a competition. It's a competition. And this whole thing of like, let's invite everybody, like, come on. 32 works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why do we now need to go from 32 to 48? Why from 48 to 64? Why? But this is all done for one reason. Greed. It's not about... If you want to commemorate, you commemorate it by giving it to Uruguay. That's how you commemorate it. Oh, we're going to commemorate. How is a commemoration more teams? Oh, we want to commemorate 100 years of the World Cup by having more teams. Eh? What? That makes no sense. You commemorate it by having Uruguay be the sole host of the World Cup. We've gone back full circle from 1930 to 2030. Beautiful. It makes sense. If robots or aliens don't take over in 2130, Uruguay do it again. If Uruguay exists in 2130. Simple math. Simple logic. Because my thing for Infantino is, why stop at 664, 122? Why don't we just have a World Cup that is the true World Cup? Why don't you have a World Cup that has the Arctic Circle, Antarctica, the North Pole, the South Pole, and an island I didn't know existed? Because I know for a fact there are islands that don't exist. I want the Bermuda Triangle in that World Cup. I want the equator in that World Cup, bro. I want the Amazon jungle in that World Cup. I want the River Nile there. I want the Rhine River there. I want every conceivable... Here's the thing. Why stop at human beings? Why can't the rats bring a team? Why can't the ants bring a team? Why can't the elephants bring a team? Why can't the eagles, the hawks, the turtles, the alligators, the crocodiles? Why can't we have a team of starfish? Tell me. No. Infantino, why can't we have starfishes represent a team? Why not? It's the World Cup, and starfishes live in the world. And when I went to when I went to Nassau, a place I hope to retire in because it's nice, I saw a freaking starfish. So I know there are at least 11 starfish out there, possibly more. Why can't we have? If it's the World Cup, it should involve the entire world. No, it's not. It's not the human cup. It's not the human being cup. It's the World Cup. So I want to have a team of starfishes. Come on, and let this run for like a full year where everyone now competes. There's like 3, 4, 5, 6 matches every single day, because at this rate, this is where it's going. At this rate, this is where it's going. I mean, it's the World Cup is the greatest competition of all time. It is. It simply is. It's the greatest competition of all time, and we all know the emotions we went through that epic World Cup final between Argentina and France. There is something about the World Cup that's just special. Because as much as we love our clubs, country, history, culture, community, family, you can't beat country. Country will always be deeper than any club. It will always be. So there is something seeing Japan play against Saudi Arabia. There is something seeing Brazil play against Cameroon. There is something seeing Italy play against Cote d'Ivoire. There is something seeing a Colombia play against a Netherlands. It's deep. It's deep. And hey, well, we're still hoping for India to make the World Cup. Casey, what up, baby? So my thing is, I'm trying. Guys, I'm sorry. Guys, what's happening? I mean, is everything just getting what? I don't know. Seriously, guys, I think I just. So are you're gonna ruin football now? You're gonna ruin football now? You know, like why are there 48 teams? Why are there 48 teams? Why not going from 40 to 64? And it's only going to increase. And I'm sure there are points because Wenger suggested that, let's have a World Cup every 2 weeks. Why is it that when there's something that's good and precious, that works well, that everyone agrees with, people are like, I know this works. I know this works well. I know there are no issues, but let me just mess around with it. Let's just mess around with it. But it's how I started off with this whole thing. Greed. People just want greed because more teams means more games, means more money into the pockets of Gianni Infantino. So it's sad. It's sad. It's unfortunate that this is where we are, but anything that's popular, anything that's really popular will always be destroyed and will always be taken apart by greed. And by the lust for more, and more. Sad. So right now, stats is the main thing.
Yeah,
Nobody watches any. These scouts don't watch this game.
Because there's more money in it.
No, hold up. So this is your boy Bill. He literally, that's the key word. He has to just fling himself. To watch the rest of this vid, think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.